Hi, I'm Reagan Orozco, and I will be speaking for Team C. Today, I will be defining, explaining, and applying the social exchange theory and giving some examples to help better understand this theory. Social exchange theory is valuing the cost and rewards in any type of relationship. This theory centers around social behaviors being a result of an exchange process. The purpose behind this theory is to maximize your benefits while minimizing your cost in any given relationship. Rewards are the outcome that benefit us in relationships, while the cost can entail granting favors or providing emotional support. A relationship will be evaluated negatively if we don't receive the outcome or reward we think we deserve. This could lead to us seeing ourselves as undervalued. Now, in an equitable relationship, costs and rewards are balanced, which creates a positive evaluation of the relationship. Behavior equals reward of interaction, cost of interactions. The interesting thing about social exchange theory is that it is stacked with many assumptions. First of all, the theory is based around social behavior, which puts an importance on social exchange, having value behind them. Next, people are more willing to treasure a reward if it also is accompanied by a cost. The most obvious one is people seek out the relationship or situation with the most reward. People also desire equity in their exchange. The cost and reward balance each other out. When a cost outweighs or becomes greater than the reward, then the relationship will probably lead to termination. Thank you.
George Holmes was a socialist. His theory was first brought to life in an essay called Social Behavior of Exchange. This essay took place in 1958. He first was under the impression that any society, community, or group was best seen as a social system. He deemed the best way to study this social system was to first look at the individual behavior. From studying these small groups, he got to see firsthand rewards and costs being demonstrated through these groups of people. He learned that people provide rewards and endure the costs that come with them. Taking this information in, he theorized social behavior as an exchange of materials and non-material goods. Overall, we learned that actions and relationships will be taken or built to receive the maximum amount of reward. Social exchange theory is based on the social behavior that stems from an exchange of cost and rewards. Social exchange theory is communication in a social psychology perspective that explains social change and stability as a process of negotiated exchange between parties. The positive side of a relationship are the rewards. They can come from things such as fun, friendship, companionship, social support, love, respect, opportunity, and power. Costs are seen as the negatives that come from a relationship. They can include money, time, effort, shame. The theory is the study of human behavior, accounting to the situation and the relationship. Psychologists see this theory as extremely individualized because individuals measure all their social interactions to what they personally gain or lose from them.
The social exchange theory has the ability to apply to a variety of situations and relationship types. Examples are romantic relationship, friendships, family, workplace behavior, and organizational management, business decisions, social power, leadership, politics, consumer purchase decisions, and television viewing decisions. When I think of social exchange theory, I can't help but relate it to the game called Monopoly. Monopoly is all about maximizing your rewards by buying the best properties and increasing your benefit with houses and hotels. The rewards don't come without the cost because other players are also trying to gain and buy the properties around you. It's an individualized games in which everyone's goals is to maximize their rewards, which is earning money. The biggest costs come from landing on other people's property and having to pay the fines that come with it. It all centers around the exchange and balance of cost and rewards. Another example that can relate back to social exchange theory is children movies called Frozen. The scenes that really stick out as a prime examples of social exchange theory is when Anna is trying to get Kristoff help to find her sister Elsa. She offers him a reward of a new sleigh, help with his business, and essentially a title. Kristoff has to weigh the cost of the dangerous journey with the rewards Anna has offered him. Spoiler, he ends up helping her, which means in his mind the rewards outweigh the cost. By deciding to help her, the friendship bloomed out of the journey, which was built on cost and rewards.
Hello, social exchange theory. There are pros and there are cons. Let's start off by the pros. The theory can allow people to take a broader look at the relationship, what's got out of the relationship, and what is given. It is basically a guide of how to sustain and keep relationships. The theory has a timely and systematic approach. It also is effective in almost all relationships and situations stemming from them. This theory also helps us learn that when we give something in a relationship, we expect something then in return to maintain the relationship. Lastly, the theory isn't too complex as it allows for people to easily relate and understand it. There are cons. Relationships can become a tit for tat of costs and rewards, which would be highly toxic and dysfunctional. The theory doesn't hold an account or address selflessness or altruism. Another thing the theory doesn't account for is people who don't seek the greatest benefits from their relationships. Or those who continue a relationship where the total cost outweighs the total rewards. Social exchange theory also assumes that relationships are on a linear path. The truth is, relationships progress at all different rates. Lastly, social exchange theory believes people behave in a specific way to build trust and intimacy, which only really encompasses romantic relationships. Conclusion. Today we have discussed the social exchange theory, firstly, by tapping into what the theory is and how it applies in a multitude of situations and relationships. Then we ventured into the history and the variety of ways that this theory has evolved and evaluated. Next, we looked into examples such as Frozen and the trade agreement between the U.S. and China to see the theory in action. Finally, we elaborated on the strengths and weaknesses this theory possesses. Overall, we have traveled full circle to hit every aspect that is needed to know and better understand the social exchange theory.